go. Perfect, guys. So now it's recording. I want to welcome everyone to this exciting new AMA we're having today. For the ones that don't know me, I'm Drivid. I'm the owner of this lounge, this crypto channel where we interact about all the best moving coins in the DeFi space, where it's Ethereum, Binance, or any other blockchain. As long as it's printing, it should be mentioned here. So as you all know, guys, we have an amazing and a really interesting project right now in our launch. We have Flash 3.0 that is currently having their fair launch at Pink Sale as we speak. And guys, I've been saying this for days. You know, in the launch, we have been talking about this project a lot. And I think that most of you already know my opinion, but I wanted to say it once again. I'm really happy that this project, that it's a really big project, is here doing an AMA with us, because truly it's something that I haven't seen in a long time, a project that is already well established, that already has their utilities live, fully docs team, certic audit, all the things that are combined. To me, it's really impressive. So today we have Terry here that is joining us. He's also docs, and that's really important. So I wanted to start by first of all saying, hey Terry, thank you for being here. You know, it's a pleasure to have you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm also happy to be with you here to talk about Flash Technologies.
That's great. That's great. And for the first part of my AMA, I always like to start this by talking about a little more about the team. What we always start is to know a little bit more about the core team of Flash 3.0. We would like to know how many team members are, what's the role of each one, what's your experience in crypto, you know, if there's any past projects. And also one thing that I always like to ask to the core team is what motivated you, what motivated the team to really do this project? Like, what was the reason that you all said, hey, let's do this? And you are already doing it and really great, but of course I would love to know the motivation behind this project.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, I'll present myself, and then give you the experience that I have in crypto and where I started. So, and then later, Antonia is going to present the project itself. So she's going to give a
Awesome.
brief presentation of the project. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. First of all, my name is Terry Junior. I'm the COO, the Chief Operating Officer of Flash Technologies, and I work in diplomacy. I work in a diplomatic institution. This is my daily job, and then also I'm doing marketing of cryptocurrency. I'm an incubator of Pink Sale, marketer of Pink Sale, recognized by Pink Sale. Yeah. So I've been in crypto since around 5 years. Yeah, but I've been active in marketing since around two years, like that. 2 years and a half. Yeah, so that I've been very active in marketing. So, yeah, and I also do press release. People know me for that. Yeah, I mean on Bloomberg, and make the publication of press release for a lot of projects, for most of project on Pink Sale, let me say. Yeah. So I work with Flash Technology since the beginning. We're together since the beginning because I'm part of the core team. The core team is made of three people. The CEO, Aladdin, that is based in France. The co-founder, also that is also based in France, but they used to, Dubai, Paris, and Dubai. And then the CMO, CDO, that is based also in France. So most of the team, most of the core team is based in France. I personally am based in Austria. Yeah, in Austria, neighboring to, Germany, because when I say Austria, some people may think about Australia. So I'm in
No,
EU.
yeah, Austria. Without
Yeah, a lot of people
the last
yeah,
part, yeah, Austria.
yeah. So I'm here with Antonia, our UK advisor, with Adam, our guy, for our speaker. So we are also here with Joker, that is an admin in our community. So yeah, this is the people that came with. So I'll allow, Antonia to present the project, and then later I come back and give you more explanation about how we come to the idea and all the things.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that introduction. Antonia, let's hear a little bit more about the project itself. Let's check. I think, yeah, you're muted. Let me just check. Yeah, Antonia, you are official. Yeah, you're unmuted. I don't know if you can hear us. Yeah, let's do a mic check.
Is there a problem?
It could be just some Telegram issues. So I'll just kind of step in really quick, and then Antonio, when you get things working. So guys, first you need to understand, and this is the most important thing. First, you need to understand, what industry are we working in here? Is this the meme coin industry? Is this the metaverse industry? No, this is the crypto to fiat, fiat to crypto, an entire ecosystem of money transfer that is being dealt with Flash Technologies. So we have some really exciting things to present inside of that ecosystem, some things that you'll never even see, have never even seen before in this environment. It's all in one platform here, powered by Flash Token. We're going to be dissecting each aspect of that. There's going to be some stuff we don't get to, because this is, again, is an entire ecosystem that is set to disrupt the norm. But oh my gosh, I mean, where do we even start, Terry? Where would you? there's so much to this.
There's so many things, man.
There is, and I think what's first important to go through perhaps is some of the stats, right? So understanding, now that we know kind of what niche this fits into, let's look at the market at large. The money transfer market, right, is a $15.34 billion industry denominated in euros as of 2022. That's set to grow at a rate of 14.6% until 2027. So obviously massive growth potential here. And this project is looking to tap right into that market. Also factor in all of the remittance that's being done every single day that factors into that number as well. There are large communities underserved and bankless that this gives a solution to. I'll turn it over to Terry to kind of fill in some of the blanks there, just as a bird's eye overview. But that's what really spoke to me. That's what got me to get excited about the project, was that simple fact. It's a project with utility for an inherent need in the markets that is being underserved, put plain and simple.
Yeah, I saw Antonia joining. I think you should try again once again. Okay, she's there.
Hey, it's working now. Hey, Antonia, welcome.
Yeah, I think there was a technical glitch or something.
Don't worry.
I dialed off and dialed in again. Thank God it's working. How is everyone?
We're doing great, having a great time here.
Great. Without further ado, my name is Antonia. I am the UK advisor for Flash Technologies. I've been in the crypto space since the days of SafeMoon, let's just put it that way. And I've been part of this beautiful project since day one. That's 2.5 years ago. We've been working on it, so it's a pleasure to be here and to be part of Flash Technologies. I'm going to give you like a breakdown of what Flash Technologies is about before Terry goes into the nitty-gritty details of the actual products and utilities, if that's okay. So Flash Technologies, as you all know, I'm sure, because you're all in our Telegram group, is the first money transfer company to actually allow users to trade cash to crypto, crypto to cash, basically. And this is going to be done through our partner shops all over the world. So at the moment, people who send, or users, should we say, who send cryptos do it through like exchanges by means of conversion to fiat, and then perhaps sending it to their bank accounts in order to withdraw the actual physical cash. But with Flash Technologies, we've removed that tedious, tiresome act just to make life easier for you and I, basically, for people or for users. So through our partner shops, which we'll get to at some point, all over the world, we will directly exchange your crypto in cash. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So basically, you can send your crypto directly to another person, and if they want to collect it in cash, they can do so basically through our partner shops without like a need for a middleman or any sort of like intermediaries. And the great thing about this is that it is going to be serving people with bank accounts and people without bank accounts. And that's just going to be done in a matter of seconds. Yeah, so that's in a nutshell what Flash Technologies is all about. But just to break it down further, because I know I've been talking too fast. Now, customer A. So assuming you're customer A, you create an account on Flash Technologies money transfer website. You credit that account through your bank card or crypto wallet, for example. That deposit is then received immediately in the speed of light. Then you, as a customer, you would then send stable coins to another customer, say customer B's Flash account. Customer B then withdraws this stable coins, whether it's euro, dollars, whatever it is. And that's going to be done through our partner outlets. And Bob's your uncle. That's basically it.
That's amazing, Antonia. That's amazing. And I wanted to ask a quick question just to completely understand, the whole cycle and for everyone to understand. Once we exchange, the token for the stable coins, for example, how do the end user actually get the cash? Like they have to go to one of your partner shops and then the partner is the one in charge to actually hand them the cash?
Correct. Exactly. That would be Perfect. What would be done, basically. Yes.
That's great. And also, what are the currencies that you're planning on supporting? On a first version, because I heard that you said whether it's dollar, a euro. Are there what are the main currencies that are going to be supported at the start?
Of course, this question. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So I want to give more explanation about the process. So first of all, to make it simple, because a lot of people don't understand. They don't really understand because it's a little bit complicated. You just take the example of Western Union.
Yeah,
Western
perfect.
Union. Yeah. If you are, let me say, you are in US, New York, you send money to somebody in Austria, is from a shop to a shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Correct.
This is going to work the same way, from a shop to a shop. But the only difference is that Flash Technologies is bringing crypto in the game, because this is all the money transfer companies like Western Union, MoneyGram, Remitly, Wise. There are a lot, but they only operate from fiat to fiat. You understand what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
I understand.
So we are bringing now cash to crypto and crypto to cash. And when we mean cash, we really mean cash. It's not like the money, in your bank card or something, cash in your hands. Because we brought it because of the need in some countries where people don't have access to bank accounts. This is like in Africa, in some places in South America, in some places in Asia, people don't have access. More than 1 billion people. Yeah, more than 1 billion people don't have access to bank accounts. So you have your money in cash in your hands. How do you invest in crypto, or how do you trade in crypto? You can't actually. So through our partner shops, you can go to the shop with your cash. You go into the owner of the shop will have his account like normal, like the way Western Union works, and then you make the transaction, and the person by the other side is going to receive crypto or cash as well. So this is what we are bringing to make it very simple for the people, And our ecosystem is very large, as you've seen. This is only, we have been talking only about one part of the ecosystem. That is only Flash transfer that we have been talking about since.
Yeah, it could be the main utility. Can we consider Flash transfer as the core utility?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is the main utility, and then other things are coming later. The Flash wallet, the Flash Dex, the Flash Pay. A lot are coming later. So this is, as you were saying before, you were asking, how do we get the idea? The idea came from is the utility you wanted to bring. There is a need in the market. There is a need of it. So this is where the idea came from, and I myself, I'm originally from Africa, and I've seen a lot of people without bank accounts. People have money under their beds. They have money under their, they operate with cash.
I totally understand, man. Yeah, I totally understand. I'm from South America. I'm from Argentina, and actually everything that you're saying, I live that every day. So here in Argentina, it's basically the same. People don't also, they don't have, most of the people don't have bank accounts. And that's crazy for some, developed countries. They say, hey, how can a person don't have a bank account? Like some people that don't understand, but here it's daily, normal. People use cash, they use paper, real paper. And like you said, the ones that have real paper, how can they actually access to the cryptocurrency world if they can't buy it? So actually you are targeting at a problem that it's really, really great. And there's also a social aspect over there on helping all these people, to get access into this world. So I love that, to be honest. Like Flash Transfer, it's a really, really great utility, and I love what I'm hearing. But also,
Drive
sure,
and Terry, I wanted to piggyback off this because I think it's really valuable to understand as well. As Terry was saying, we're banking the unbanked and connecting the pieces from, the fiat cash realm, right, to now the crypto realm. So it's taking something that people likely, especially if they're unbanked, likely had no idea how to buy crypto or how to get into this crypto space, and let alone the ecosystem. And now you're providing them with a multifaceted solution, a bank solution, a transfer solution from, shop to shop, but also a crypto to fiat, crypto to cash option as well. And here's the interesting thing is when we talk about allegiances to a brand, getting tied into something that you use day in and day out, we all have those things, right? Whether it be a brand we prefer in food, whether it be a brand we prefer in banking or anything, cars, whatever. There's probably a reason why you prefer that. Maybe it was the first one you encountered that you really liked. Maybe because it just does everything. You don't have to shop everywhere else and get something for each aspect of this. It does everything. Flash Technologies is looking to be that first touch point for not just the unbanked, anyone who wants to deal in this ecosystem, and we will be that all-in-one solution. So as Terry was saying, sure, Flash Transfer is the core, it's the heart of this, but we have an entire, offering that is beautifully robust. And I'd love to kind of, walk us through that, perhaps feature by feature, if that sounds good to you guys.
Sure.
Okay. Please.
So go, Terry.
For the features, I mean, I want to give in detail. A lot of people have been asking us, what is the partnership you have with Binance? What's the partnership we have with this company? So everywhere we go, we try and explain, because when you have a partnership that is for something specific, right? So the partnership, like we have partnership with a lot of companies, like Binance is the biggest, let me say. So the first partnership we have with them is with Binance Connect. Binance has a huge ecosystem. They have Binance Connect, they have Binance Pay, they have a lot of little companies inside Binance, inside Binance Institutional. That's how they call it. So the first partnership that we have with Binance is to provide the fiat on-ramp payment on our website. The fiat on-ramp payment on our website, and it will be available in more than 120 countries. So this is the first one. Today we had a meeting with Binance Pay. So we have a call. So Binance Pay is going to be integrated. Binance Pay is a little bit different. It's a QR code that you scan, and then the money is taken from your account to make the buy or So Binance Pay is going to be also available. We are audited by CertiK. As you know, Flash 3.0 audited by CertiK because we want to work with the best. We wanted to work with the best. So we are audited by CertiK. The audit is already live. I think 90%. So is already fixed. We had an AMA with them in Paris blockchain. So a good partnership. We also have a partnership with Orange Money, and I will explain why we have the partnership with Orange Money. We are not only operating from cash to crypto, but we are also going to operate also from fiat to fiat, like the traditional money transfer. We're going to do it too. We're going to do that too. With Orange Money, for instance, I take always the example of Africa. In my country, a lot of people don't have bank accounts. So do you know what they do? They have their little phone. It's not even a smartphone, with the number, and then they can transfer themselves money with what they call mobile money. I don't know if it exists, if that one exists in Argentina. They call it mobile money. Yes.
Yeah, I know what it is. It doesn't exist here, but I've heard of the concept. Yeah.
So the mobile money, the first big provider of mobile money in Africa is MTN and Orange Money. So MTN is coming soon, but we started with Orange Money. They have more than 100,000 shops all over the world. 100,000 shops, mostly in Africa and in places, in unbanked places. So that's the partnership with them to provide the fiat-to-fiat through mobile payments. So each partnership has its, has its reason of being there. And also, the legal side, we are working with Osborne & Clark, for the legal side. And then what else? We have also Synapse that we're working with. We have partnership with them to provide KYC, KYB on our platforms, because people that will use the platform, of course, they will need some level of KYC. There's some levels of money. If you want to send, it's normal, it's regulation. We can't do anything against regulation. We have to comply. So Synapse is there to provide the KYC. It's going to help for the KYC and the KYB, and then Blockmate is going to help for the KYT. So we have a lot of partnerships, and we got all this not in 1 month, not in 2 months, in more than 2 years of development. This is what I always repeat to people. We are not just making the pre-sale just to get some money. No, we have been developing already.
Of course. That's great to hear, man. To actually hear you say all of these things, and to clarifying that this hasn't been created like 1 month ago, guys. For everyone that's been listening, this is a company that has been being built for the last 2 years, guys. So this is all the hard work that is starting to pay off now with all the great things they have accomplished. All the big names and all the big companies that are actually partnering up with them really shows the potential that they also see, because Binance is not going to partner with any company in the world. You need to show like a true level of greatness to be even considered by them. So actually great to hear all that, Terry. That's great to hear, and I'm really happy actually that all of the hard work that you and all the team have been doing in the last couple of years, it's like right now paying off with all the great things you have right now and all the great things that are about to come. But like we were saying, guys, if you enter into Flash website, you're going to find not only what we're talking about, Flash transfer or anything. There's a whole ecosystem over there, guys. There's a whole ecosystem with a lot of different utilities that basically the Flash token is going to allow you to use them in any of them. So I think that Adam wanted to do like a quick walkthrough on every utility. Am I right, Adam?
Yeah, and before I do, before we get to like kind of Joker, were you going to say something?
Can you share your screen if possible?
Hey, Joker, yeah.
Actually, Joker, if you could pull up a screen share if you can. Telegram has given me a little bit of issue, so I think it was the same issue that Antonio was having.
On my phone.
Do you want me to try? You want me to try and share my screen? Let's see whether it's going to work.
Perfect. I'm just on the main page here. We'll walk through those pieces. But I think, Joker, were you going to say something? I wasn't sure if maybe not.
Just had a little issues, but wanted opening your eyes to a lot of advantages. First of all, for people listening, this particular project, not looking back at our time, we're actually looking forward, not just for now. The project seems to solve the problem of not just now, but for the future. And it actually tried to expose the crypto world to a lot of other people. There are other people, mostly in the African countries, that do not, let me use this word, that are possibly illiterate to the crypto space. But this makes it more easier. A lot of people who want to know what is FlashShare, what is it adding to our lives, why or where did this come from? Now they will actually basically trace it back to the crypto space, and at the end of the day, it's adding more people, more value, and more advantages to the crypto space. And you're going to see a lot of people coming in to want to know a lot about the space. You understand? And it actually opens our eyes. With the way the world is revolving, crypto is actually going to take over the world in a couple of years from now. So we need people to actually understand and know how this is going to happen. And Flash 3.0 is actually the main thing and the only thing that is actually gonna make that happen.
Yeah, Joker, thank you so much for that mention. I think kind of having people understand that this is an industry ready to be disrupted, both on two fronts, though, two different things, right? The Web 2 side of things with money remittance and, that whole market being completely shook up by an option here that offers an entire ecosystem, but also the Web3 side. Think about onboarding. Think about getting into your favorite cryptos and being able to have an ecosystem that's super robust. Nothing out there exists with this offer stack, I'll tell you that. So walking through the top, because Antonio, now I see you have it shared, thank you. If you could pull up the website, just the little web logo there, we'll walk right through those. And if we scroll up, probably, I think you're at the bottom of the site, just scroll all the way up and we'll get to the offerings. Okay, so scroll down a little bit. Just want to make sure we have some visibility on it. Okay, perfect.
The ecosystem.
So first one is going to be Flash DEX. Now, guys, we talked about, a little bit about what the heart of the project is, but FlashDex is something interesting. Now, additionally interesting. With FlashDex, I'll tell you just personally from my work in the crypto space, I actually worked on a decentralized exchange, a launch pad, everything in between. And the business of working on a decentralized exchange is big money. There's something called positive slippage that happens when trades occur, where even if you're dealing with a 0.0 token, like let's say you're just exchanging stables or something, there's still positive slippage there. Or although it might be small, it adds up when you start including millions of users, even thousands of users. It starts to cascade. Those revenue streams are coming right back to Flash token. So I think the big thing to understand before we go through the whole offer stack is what's in it for me as the investor, right? I know we don't have it on screen right now, but I can tell you from the raise, there's quite a few people already that see the value. In fact, 148 people that have made contributions into the Pink Sale fair launch. There's currently 29 ETH on the soft cap of 1 ETH. And what's happening here is people are connecting the dots. They're seeing that this is an entire offer stack that is extremely connected, not just to other decentralized projects, but the biggest centralized exchange and also ecosystem that they offer that's supporting Terry and the rest of the team because they believe in what's going on here, right? They have the connections, they understand the scalability. So now that we understand just one piece of that, and we know that that's going to bring revenue in and also assist people, it's important to also understand the other aspects, right? So we mentioned Flash Transfer. We did a touch point on Flash DEX. Let's talk about Flash Wallet. Now, you guys all have wallets. Everybody listening here probably has a wallet, whether it be a MetaMask, a Trust Wallets, something in between. Those wallets are not obvious for a lot of people in the world. Most people don't know about how to set up a seed phrase and all this different stuff. What if you could have a wallet, right, that integrates all of the tech stack that we're talking about today in one spot and makes it easy to understand what to do, what the next step is, and how to be able to send money and use it through this entire ecosystem. You can do that with Flash Wallet, which is about correct me if I'm wrong, Terry, about 90% done, and it should be done quite soon. So again, this entire ecosystem, this isn't like years down the road. This has been worked on, as was mentioned, for 2+ years with more than $200,000 in development money put in for marketing, for development, and now they're doing that final push in marketing to get this out to everybody. So that's the next piece, is the Flash Wallet. And again, this is binding everything together in one easy spot to find, which, if you guys remember, Terry mentioned the Binance integrations. Binance Pay, I mean, it might be a pretty nice integration into the wallet, right? I'm sure they have open APIs. They can tie right in and boom, value add. The next piece, and this is where the money starts being made from the user standpoint. Very important. We talk about the perspective from the user. How can I make money on this? This is cool. I can get money in, I can move money out, but how do I make money? Flash staking, guys. So what's great is they're going to have their own staking pool. You're going to be able to earn based off of that staking and have a beautiful UI that's easy to understand that you can easily also select your lock periods depending upon how long you like to lock for. Of course, the longer, the higher the return, but you can kind of adjust that based on your risk tolerance there. And you're going to be claiming in stable coins as well. So something important there is you're not claiming necessarily in the native token, meaning, you know, there's runaway inflation in the token to a certain degree. You're claiming stables. That's the best type of return you could want on a token, something stable. Now, going through the rest of these, I mean, this one I have to spend a few more minutes on, guys, because it's absolutely revolutionary. Dead Wallet. It's aptly named because it quickly explains what it is. But Dead Wallet is game changing. It's game changing.
It's a feature of Flash Wallet.
Oh, there we go. So it's built right in. Like I mentioned, all these are built in, but it's a feature of Flash Wallet, like Terry just mentioned. So with Dead Wallet, what you're going to be able to do is go in and set a secondary address that you would like the crypto to be transferred to in case of inactivity. Now, why would I want that? Well, you would want that because think about in the unfortunate event that something were to happen to you, an accident, maybe just passed away peacefully in your sleep. Hopefully, we all want that to happen eventually. But let's say something happens, right? You want to be able to have that crypto be sent to someone you trust who preferably understands what to do with it, right? Whereas if you pass away or something catastrophic happens and you're the only one with your seed phrase, that crypto dies with you. It's morbid to think about, but it's very valuable. So to be able to have this option built into the wallet that Flash Technologies is offering is game changing. And here's something important, a very, very good thing to understand. You can set the periods of how long it waits, and you can pause it at any time. You can set a longer period. You can turn it off and on. There's no concerns there. So you don't have to worry, oh yeah, you know, I set it, but now I'm stuck. And even if I own the wallet, have access to it, it's going to lock my, you know, it's going to send my funds. Not at all. It's based off activity. It's based off of when you turn it on and off. And here's another thing. They thought about everything, guys. The other thing is the gas. Let's say, you know, I have Ethereum in there, for example, right? Well, it's going to know, well, as an ERC20 token, I need to have enough gas to be able to eventually send this out. So let's say gas fees surge back to $200, $300 a transaction, you know, God forbid, but if it happens, you're never going to be in a situation where you're out of gas. It's always going to allocate a proper amount and keep that as a hedge just in case gas prices surge. So I love that they thought of that as well. Now, Terry, I know
we talked about Satoshi when we're doing the Flash Wallet.
Yeah. Yeah. And
with so much Bitcoin.
It's true though. It's true though. You know, we think about like, how exciting it is to be in the crypto space, to make money in the crypto space, to navigate it. But we don't think about what do I do if something were to happen with that wallet? What do I do if something were to happen to me? Even less people think about that. It's important. Take a second today, guys. If you take nothing else away from this, take a second today and think about that. And then think about what options do I have? Besides giving a friend a piece of paper that has your seed phrase, probably don't do that, right? Or giving your mom a seed phrase that they don't really know what that is, right? What if you could put an address of a trusted intermediary, perhaps, or maybe a friend that you really trust, that you have like terms set up with a lawyer? I don't know. There's different ways you can set it up, but having the flexibility is valuable. So that's Dead Wallet. We do have more here as well, but I did want to take a little break because we have 3 more offerings as well. I wanted to hand it over to Terry in case you wanted to comment on some of those and maybe what gave you guys the inspiration to create something new, because those are features, especially Dead Wallet, that I've never really seen done before.
As I was saying before, the inspiration came from utility. You know, when you want to build something that is useful, you always think about what the space needs. If you go to Flash Wallet's website, you see that CZ was even talking about it. It's on the website of Flash Wallet. He was saying, but okay, you're holding crypto, but what if you die? This is a possibility, you know, or maybe you lose your seed phrase. It's possible. So there is a need of it. I mean, This is a smart contract that's built in and to help people to, recover their funds in another wallet. So this is a good idea. It's never seen before normal at the moment. In a decentralized way, because with exchange, okay, you can recover your fund because there is no seed phrase. It belongs to the exchange. But in a Web3 world, at the moment, there is no project that have such feature that we brought. And now, if I want to come back to, the FlashDEX, yeah, it's a cross-chain swap built on 20 blockchains. So you can swap token from a blockchain to another one.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Flash is working already. Yeah. So, and there is an integrated feature that makes you to get the best fees at the time of transaction. So this is a lot of development. All what we have been doing since is a lot of development. With flash staking, I will just come back to flash staking a little bit. Our staking is not going to be like what we see, like plus 50% every month. No, we can do that. We give you what we can afford. It's going to be based on what the company, the revenue of the company is going to make, and is going to be shared within the holders. So this is going to be organic, not promising you of 50% a year or 70% a year and then dump behind. No, we're going to do something very professional. As you all know, we are a company. We are there to stay. We are not just a project of 1 month and then disappear. So we are there for the long term. So we have to do things in that way. Yeah.
Exactly, man. And I'm pretty sure that you're here for the long term. Like I said, on the first time I called this project out, I was like, hey, this is truly a long-term play. And you can see that because just enter into the website, guys, for everyone that's listening right now, enter the website and you're going to see like one of the most professionally made websites in the space, to be honest. Like, it has all information, it has already utilities over there, it has everything. So of course, that I think that it's not only my opinion. I think that most of the people here are going to say the same thing, about that. This is clearly a long-term play. And what I personally love, Terry, on what I've heard you said already quite a few times, that all of the utilities and mostly everything here has been thought about after a need. You think on what does people need, or what is a utility that really can help out people, and then you go there and create that. So actually, that's something that I personally love. And I think, like I said before, there's a social aspect out there, of creating things for the people, So say, hey, there's a need in here, so I'm going to build a solution to actually help out people that are over there. So that's one of the best things that I actually really like about this project.
There's a little thing that I want to say. The CEO. The CEO is somebody that really thinks every day. You'll be there, Junior, I have a new idea. Let's bring this. The guy has idea daily. I can tell you that. He's a young guy. He's very brilliant. He has idea daily. Junior, have it. I said, no, please. We have so much ideas.
Let's take a break.
Our last product is FlashPay. The FlashPay is not actually a payment gateway, but is like the PayPal in crypto, like an escrow, an intermediary. You don't know, and you don't know a person on Telegram. You met him. Okay, you need to exchange service. You pay him, and in exchange of a service, you don't know how to do it. The escrow, the smart contract, is going to hold the fund until the service is delivered, and then he receives the money. So that's what FlashPay is. FlashPay is also the same. It's always thinking about bringing something, either even if it exists already in the real world, it's trying to bring it into crypto, or if it doesn't exist, it tries to bring it. So it always have ideas. New ideas. So this is what they call utility, use case.
Yeah.
And the token is going to be linked to this whole ecosystem, and hopefully, everything is going to go smoothly. Yeah.
And here's the thing too. Right? Like, I don't mean to cut in here, but here's the thing too, is that, when you have a tech stack like this, meaning all the features, there does reach a tipping point, right? Where you're like, what's too much? What we have here is the perfect amount of touching every little point that could potentially be something that's a struggle point for someone. We just talked about FlashPay. I can't tell you how many times I have been apprehensive about doing a transaction without an intermediary on Telegram. I do a lot of business. So does Terry, right? Like, we deal with people that we've never met before, and sometimes it's big money. So being able to have a trusted third party, such as Flash Technologies, hold that amount in escrow if it's disputed is extremely valuable. I cannot emphasize enough how important that is. And going into the rest of this deck, I do want to be respectful of time here. I know we want to probably get to some questions here, but last two pieces that I think are very valuable as well is you'll see Flash audits. These are audits done by Flash Technologies using their proprietary scanning tech that gives you a high quality audit and gives you an idea of what some of the vulnerabilities might be, and then also a launch pad that they're building out that supports BNB Chain, Polygon, ETH, and Kronos as well. So being able to, they want to take their time with that, right? You don't do launches immediately. You don't do it the day after launch, but go ahead.
A little precision about Flash launch and Flash audit. They are not yet fully functional. They are coming soon. Yeah, this we're building soon. But the other product that we listed before, they are almost 99% functional because we're waiting for the two apps of Flash Wallet and Flash Transfer on on App Store and Google Store, and then it will be fully functional. FlashDex is already 100% working since few months now. So Flash launch and Flash audit, those are coming later on. Yeah.
And here's why that's valuable. If you have most of your utility out, but there's still something to look forward to as far as, am I too late? Oh man, should I still buy it? Right? A month in, 2 months in, am I too? No, there's still something to look forward to because there's going to be new projects launching. There's going to be, fine tuning of the existing products within the ecosystem. It's constantly going to be evolving based on the demands of the user base. And this user base isn't going to be a couple hundred people. This is thousands, tens of thousands, and eventually millions of folks who, yeah, they might be unbaked folks for the first time into crypto, but they might also just be regular folks like you and me that want an option to be able to diversify away from the centralized banking entities in all of our countries, right? So being able to have an ecosystem that's so robust like this is powerful because it speaks and connects to so many different people. And all that you need, and this is kind of the concept of like Silicon Valley, right? Like you only need one killer app. You only need one thing that's a hook for someone, and now you've opened the entire ecosystem to them. We don't have one hook. We have many hooks of all extremely valuable aspects of the project that I think at least one of them, if not all of them, will connect directly to you as being valuable. So in a nutshell, that is Flash Technologies. Of course, bringing it back to the sale itself, this is a pig sale fair launch. You can find Flash Technologies as well just by searching or going more preferably to the announcement post, Drybit, that you put up. Thank you for that. We're sitting at a very comfortable 29.5 ETH currently on a soft cap of 1 ETH. This puts us at a very reasonable sub 100K market cap. In fact, just under 90K market cap for an entire ecosystem. Remember, again, guys, bringing it back to value. Flash Technologies powers the entire ecosystem. The value that's generated within the ecosystem is going right back into Flash, right? Profits are being put back in to help, the token. You can kind of think of how BNB works a little bit different because they're integrating in with gas and such, but you see CZ do buybacks. You see him do, quarterly pushes, all these sorts of things. It's the same type of idea, but with a different tech stack supported by one of the largest centralized exchanges out there, the most well-known. So guys, if you want to participate in this, of course, it has opened. You have a couple days. You have three days and 3 hours or so. But what I need you to do, and this kind of takes us into the call to action. I know we have questions and such, but at the bare minimum, join the Telegram, right? See Terry there. See the rest of the team. I'm there as well. Converse with us. Ask those questions because there is a lot here, right? But it's important to understand the basics of, by holding Flash token, you're getting exposure to the entire ecosystem. You're getting exposure to the profits that are generated in the ecosystem. And you're getting exposure to, of course, if you're just speculating on price, a market cap that is extremely low right now for the offerings that are being done, right? If we took this to maybe this launched on Binance, let's say, right? And not a decentralized launch pad like PingSale, it would be valued much, much higher. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're kind of assessing value. But I'll turn it over to you, Drybit. I know we probably want to get to questions. I don't want to cut it too close there, but I wanted to make sure to mention those points.
No, to be honest, this has been like one great AMA, guys. To be honest, like we had so many speakers. Adam here, we had Full Stop, we have Joker, Terry, you know, being doxed over here and doing those explaining things with so much detail, you know, but also making it really easy to understand. So Terry, that's amazing on how you explain things, because you're explaining things that are actually quite complex, but you made it sound really easy. So that's actually a great thing that you have, that it's actually very easy to understand the full utilities when you explain to them. So actually, guys, like I said, yeah, we're almost running out of time over here, but it has been like one great AMA here. I love that I'm recording this, and we're going to keep on watching this later on. But we still have some community questions that, of course, like we always do in the AMAs, we always allow people to ask questions. Here at my lounge, we always do proper research of the projects and stuff. And I have, like I said, we have been, you know, discussing about Flash. So I know that we're going to get some really interesting questions. So at the end, just let me start unmuting some of the people that I know they're going to have good questions. And to start, let's go with AI, the original. You're unmuted. You're free to ask your question to the Flash team. AI, the original. Are you there, man?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Man.
Oh, hello, Jerry.
We can hear you.
Hello, Drybit. Hello, everyone. So my question is about the debt wallet function, where in case I lose my seed phrase, I can easily get it back in another wallet and all. That's a cool function, by the way, but I'm actually concerned about the security aspects, because I've noticed kind of bearish, because I think last 2 months there was an issue with Ledger, where it was found that they saved some part of seed phrases and kept them with third-party companies. People went.
Yeah, I can take the first part of this, and then Terry, if you'd like to kind of further elucidate it. So a couple things to understand. When we look at Ledger, I'm not a fan of Ledger just for other reasons, but when it comes to their backup tech, they're using sharding technology, right? So they're taking your seed phrase, spreading it among their data centers, and no one person has all of your seed phrase, basically. But the problem is they didn't communicate it. So it just kind of happened and people freaked out. The difference here, of course, is, yes, right? Flash Technologies has basically, they're holding the tech to be able to facilitate the smart contract to do its thing. But at the end of the day, it's a smart contract, and it's a smart contract that's audited, by the way. It's not audited by an internal company, because then you would have a ton of internal risk. It's audited by the best tier one auditing firm out there, Certec, right? So being able to see that it's an externally audited part of the project gives you, some peace of mind there, right? So Terry, I wanted to turn it over to you. Maybe you can add a little bit more context there, but I think that is important to understand, is kind of, why that even exists, right? The fact that, of course, it needs to be held by the company to be able to have it operate properly in the way that it's operating. And then the fact that it's already audited as well is important.
Yeah, I want to give my answer about that. First of all, what you should know is that we are not holding any funds. It's totally decentralized. It's the blockchain. So that's why we call it a Web3 wallet. It's a non-custodial wallet. We are not holding it at all. So it's purely the blockchain. So the smart contract, we can't actually interfere. Now, concerning the security part, the security part, we try to work with big companies. Why? Because they have bigger security. That's the reason why we work with Binance, because when we work with their API, we have their security. Their security has 7 levels. Until today, no one was able, to hack Binance. So at least they have a huge one. But there is no 100% security. It doesn't exist. even if you have the best one, you have Certic, you have bigger than Certic, you can be. We saw it. Hackers are like evolving every day. they have new strategy. We saw biggest protocol being hacked. So this is possible. That's why safe. The funds are safe, but there is no 100% security. That's why the research. I mean, the security is being tested all the time in the space. If not, there is no 100% security. I should be frank with you to tell you that. Yeah, because bigger protocols that are worth billions were hacked. We saw it this year. Almost 3-4 protocols were hacked this year. So this can happen. Bad things can happen. But what you should know is that we are not holding any fund on Flash wallets. It's not from us. It's on the blockchain. So everything is being operated on with smart contracts. So we have no hands on it. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for answering that. And my second question is on the main utility that I would say where I can exchange my crypto for fiat or my fiat for crypto. So the major problem with that is most countries restrict or regulate crypto to an extent. Like I'm in Nigeria and we regulate crypto and it's like literally banned, to be honest, kind of banned. So how do you guys plan on coming to that kind of market where it's actually needed?
Okay, thank you for the question. This question comes always. There's no way we can work in a country if they don't accept crypto. This one, I'm always saying it. I'm really sorry to say that because we see the need. We see some countries where, okay, for instance, in China, they say, okay, we ban crypto. There's nothing we can do. That's why we work with compliance. That's why we work with, we sign some documents, Before we work with Binance, we sign a lot of documents. If a country is banned, it's going to be removed. So there's no really official way how we can work with this. So we are going to work, we are going to operate in countries that allow us to operate. We're there to make the space better, but we have to respect the law, isn't it? We have to respect the law. So we're here to respect the law, but making this space better. So for Nigeria, I see hope that the government position is going to change. The regimes can change. It happens that a regime can say no, and the next one will say yes. So crypto is going to take over anyway. Anyways, crypto is going to take over. Because when you look at in US, you see in Parliament, you know that in few years, crypto is going to take over anyway. So every country will have to accept crypto and try and regulate it somehow. Thank you.
Thank you for that, someone, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I know we kind of are at time here. I know you've had a couple AMAs today, but I wanted to just make sure at the end here to just kind of mention again, that call to action is really valuable. So I'd like to just reiterate on it. So guys, again, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not joining the official Telegram. The official Telegram has all the updates, all the official partnerships that are happening and constantly being evolved into new partnerships coming, just as Terry had mentioned. And also, we didn't even mention the marketing, right? There is, I want you guys to discover the marketing for yourself, but I'm just going to say everything's covered. From ETHScan, banners to press releases, which of course Terry's an absolute expert on, Twitter badge verification, check that out for yourself, major YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of followers, Twitter pushes as well, Telegram calls, we're talking AMAs, which have already happened, planned as well, Coinzilla ads, and even an email marketing push to 50,000 active investors. That is what you can expect by investing in. And again, the token that ties it all together is Flash. Remember that, guys. That's the thing to take away from this, and know that this is an industry ready to be disrupted. So, I wanted to give it back to you, Drybit, if you had any words as well while we're closing.
Yeah, sure, guys. Like I said, the first time I mentioned Flash, this is an amazing project, and like you said also, Adam, I know that the marketing is like well taken care of, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like really important. One thing that I would like to personally say, thank you, Adam, and the whole entire Flash team for being here. You know, for spending 1 hour of your life, so for explaining every single person that joined here to learn more about your project. It's been a wonderful AMA so far, and I would love to have you, you know, later on with new updates on the utilities and everything that you're going to keep on developing, because like I said before, this is truly long term, and it's wonderful for me. This is the type of projects that I like to support. You know, this is the type of project that I like to bring into my lounge, to bring into my community, and say, hey guys, take a look at this, because this is next level. You know, this is not the average project that we see going around. You're like truly doing this in the most professional way. And this is just my opinion, guys. Remember, everyone can think different, but this is like my personal opinion on what I got when I started doing research on Flash. But hey, I don't want to take more of your time. I know that you've been doing AMAs and stuff, and for me, that's it, guys. That is my closing statement. That's thank you very much for coming here, for explaining the utilities so well. And Terry, your closing statement, and we will wrap this up.
Yeah, thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for the opportunity that you gave us. The only thing that I always say at the end is that people should think about investing in a startup and not only investing in a token, because we are a startup. This is the first thing. Pre-sale or without pre-sale, this project is going on because it has been something that we have been working on, even with private funds. I mean, with personal funds. So it's a passion. I mean, it's linked to a passion. So with pre-sale or without pre-sale, the project is still going on, and we want to make it one of the biggest company, I mean, known. So if anyone here want to come into onto a pink sale, they should think about investing in the startup and not only investing in the token, because this is a full project, is a full startup, is a full registered company. So this is what I wanted to say at the end. Thank you.
Very well said, Terry.
Amazing.
And again, guys, thank you so much for your time. Just as Drybit said, he was thanking us. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen all about Flash Technologies. This is just scratching the surface again, because once we start to disrupt this industry, once we hit go on this machine that is absolutely beautifully made, you're not only going to see profit flowing back to Flash, which of course is monetarily great, but you're going to see real people getting helped, which is even better, right? So join us on that journey. Follow on the Telegram. Check us out on socials. Again, verified right there, so you'll know which one it is. And we'll see you in the Telegram and in the sale. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, once again. Also, thank you, Antonia, for explaining everything with so detail and stuff. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, perfect. So I'm going to start closing this, guys. Once again, bye-bye. And this was AMA with Flash 3.0 here at Drybit's Lounge. Bye-bye, everyone.